Hello friends, today we are going to see the rules for naming a variable. What is a variable? Variables are names of memory location. Here num1 equal to 5. 5 is a constant and it is stored in the variable num1. Here num1 is the variable. Here you can see that the memory location. The name of this memory location is num1 and it is stored with the value 5. So this is the meaning of this particular sentence. Now, also we can say that variables act as a container to store the value. We can also change the value which is stored in the container. Now, we'll see some of the rules which are that you should take care while naming a variable. The first rule is that it always starts with an alphabet. It can be a capital letter or a small letter, but it always starts with an alphabet or an underscore. Underscore is also applicable. For example, A, uh, N, T. So, and this can be the name of a variable. Or A, capital A, N, T. This can be the name of a variable. Or it can also start with underscore A, N, T. Okay. So, that is the first rule. It can either start with a small letter or capital letter or by using an underscore. Then the second rule is space is not allowed between the words. So suppose if you are using two words like first name, F-I-R-S-T, first name. Here you can see that between first and name there is a space. But space is not allowed. This is wrong. Instead of space, you can use an underscore there. First underscore name. So here you are using actually two words, but the space is not between the two words. Underscore is used. Now, the third rule is that the variable can contain letters, it can contain digits, it can contain underscore, but other than that, no characters are allowed. For example, dot is not allowed. Like so, it can have first one letters are allowed, then digits are allowed in the names, variable names, letters are allowed, digits are allowed, underscores are allowed, but other than these characters, no other characters are allowed. And the fourth rule is that we cannot use a keyword for naming a variable. Keywords means they are reserved words. So we cannot use these keywords for naming a variable. For example, int is a keyword, right? So you can't use these variables for naming these keywords for naming a variable. Int equals to a. You can't write this because these are actually keywords. Now, next is the fifth rule is they are case sensitive. Okay, fifth rule is case sensitive. Keywords are not allowed. Let me write that. Keywords are not allowed. Allowed. Now, fifth one. Fifth one is they are case sensitive. For example, if you start writing name is equals to Kavya, then when you start using it, you can't use like capital NAME because here you have defined it a small letter. So here you can't use capital N. This is wrong. So that is why it's called a case sensitive. Variables are case sensitive. Now the next one is the sixth one is that so most of them are not aware of this. Like if you are writing a program and when you are trying to create a variable, try to give a meaningful name to the variable. For example, if you are adding a program, then you can use the variable sum to calculate num1 plus num2. Here, sum is a variable. So you can easily understand that the sum of num1 and num2 is stored in the variable sum. So suppose if you are using instead of sum like b or c or x, sometimes it is not meaningful, right? So while you name a variable, it should match with the program. That is one of the important thing. So these are the important rules that you should keep in your mind while naming a variable. Remember, variables are case sensitive. You have to use the same name with the same type throughout the program. Then letters can be used, digits can be used, underscores can be used. Other than that, no other characters are allowed. Then between two words, space is not allowed, but you can use underscores. Then you can use capital letters. You can begin with a capital letter. Uh, you can begin with a small letter and underscore. But you can't begin with a number. Okay, but you can use numbers between the words. For example, and 1, 2, 3. Like this you can use. Numbers are allowed, but you're not allowed to start with a number. You can start with a small letter, capital letter, and underscore. So these are the things that you should keep in your mind while naming a variable. I think this video is useful for you. Thank you. Keep watching.